Hey everybody, welcome to Digital Wonder. Today we're going to go over the alpha male and how you can either spot the alpha male or adopt those traits to becoming your best self. What makes an alpha male alpha? What does alpha even mean? These are some of the questions we're going to be answering in today's video. Who is an alpha male? Many people think an alpha male is the guy who is always the loudest and most confident in the room, and that he makes sure that everybody knows that. When we watch some movies and TV shows, the alpha male is the guy who is overly aggressive, impatient, and insensitive. Now, while this is what the media tries to sell as the alpha male persona, that definition is the complete opposite. Here are 11 characteristics of the alpha male. Make sure to watch until number 11 because it's one of the most telling traits of an alpha male I've ever seen. Number 1, an alpha male is assertive. The first thing to note is that an alpha male is assertive. An alpha male is the leader of his life. So to develop alpha traits, you need to actively take the leadership role in your life. The alpha male will never live a life where he takes the back seat in steering his own life. He is always the captain of the ship, and while he is not a one-man army, he is most definitely not just a passenger along for a joyride. For example, the alpha male will always speak up whenever there is something happening or done that he feels he should speak on. Number 2, he acknowledges weakness. A popular belief is that the alpha males are strong and that they are always strong, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally. Alpha males are not expected to show any signs of weakness because alpha has become synonymous with perfection. But guess what? Alpha males don't actually feel confident in every situation that they walk into. Instead of pretending that they are flawless, they own their flaws and make them work on their behalf. A lot of men become easily embarrassed about their flaws. Instead of admitting their flaws or insecurities, they hide them behind their anger, insensitivity, and disrespect. Alphas understand and appreciate vulnerability and are not afraid to show this. Number 3, an alpha male is a gentleman. The third key way to determine whether or not a guy is an alpha is to observe the way he interacts with others. Understand that alpha male prides himself in acting like a gentleman at all times. While the alpha does have some level of confidence, values himself highly, and will never allow himself to be undermined, he is also the man who can be described as being courteous, considerate, and polite. This does not make him a pushover. If he is wronged in any way, he will not be afraid to address it, but it will be done without behaving in a crass way. Number 4, he communicates with class. To the alpha male, communication is key. A good communicator always ends up being desirable because of the way he captivates his audience. For example, in a scenario where an alpha man approaches a woman at the bar, he would introduce himself and state his desire of getting to know her better. For whatever reason she turns him down, his likely response would be along the lines of, "Thank you for your time. If you change your mind, I would love to get to know you." He does not force his audience to agree with him or get angry if they do not. That's your alpha male, classy and respectful even in the face of rejection. Number 5, they compete with themselves. Number 5 on our list is that an alpha loves excellence. Once you think alpha male, think excellence and vice versa. An alpha always aims to put their best foot forward. The alpha male cannot stand mediocrity. Coupled with always striving for excellence, a true alpha is not always in competition with other people, but he is constantly in competition with himself. He is always asking the question, how can I become better? And striving to do just that. Yes, the alpha man can be very competitive, but the fuel for his competition is not from another man, but from himself. He is his own motivation. He is not occupied or burdened by what another person is doing. Instead, he uses himself as the benchmark to determine the amount of effort he puts into excelling. Number 6, alphas roll with the punches. The alpha male acknowledges and accepts that he will not be able to control every aspect of life. But if something happens that he has no control over, he will never buckle and give up. He will always pivot and keep going. Alphas always accept the hand that they have been dealt and will always make it work towards them being successful. Don't get us misconstrued. Alpha males do not allow their lives to be led by anyone but themselves. However, they are determined not to fall about at the least bit of inconvenience or throw a tantrum when something does not go their way. Number 7, he trusts himself. The next trait on our list is the fact that the alpha male trusts himself. He's taken time out to learn who he is and what he is about. Alphas have built up a personal experience over the years of their existence, so they know just what they are capable of. As a result, they have placed a high level of trust in their capabilities, which propel them to making better decisions and being even more successful. Number 8, alphas face their fears. Here's the gag. We all have that one thing or those few things that make our knees buckle or that keep us up at night. Whether we call them fears or demons, they're there. The fact that they exist is not a problem. The problem comes with how you handle these fears. Sometimes men tend to use these fears as excuses or reasons that hold them back from being as successful as they would have wanted. Or they mask their rude and insensitive behaviors with them. The alpha male does not shy away from his fears. He instead tries to understand why he feels the way he does and seeks out ways to alleviate his fear so that he can take on the task causing the fear in the first place. Number 9, alphas seek real connections, not quick flings. You can identify the alpha male based on the types of relationships he fosters. The alpha man is more likely to settle down and build a solid foundation, whether it be with friends, family, or business associates. Because the alpha male already feels fulfilled within himself, he will not seek that from the person he is pursuing. This means he will not go out of his way just for a quick hookup that encourages his manliness. Instead, an alpha craves genuine, solid connections and wants to build a relationship he is confident with. Number 10, he maintains his health. Whether it be physically, mentally, or emotionally, an alpha male keeps himself in the best of health. He is always challenging himself to be better. He is either exercising, reading a new book, taking a course, etc. Alpha males make healthy decisions when it comes to their development. He does this in consideration for his own well-being and consideration for those around him whom he cares for. Number 11, he protects and provides. Note that the alpha male is known to be extremely protective of the people he loves. He would literally go through hell and back for those he cares about and values their safety above his own. At any sign of danger and hardship, he is never the first to run, give up, or quit. Being an alpha also means being a very good provider. He will work extremely hard to climb the ladder of success to ensure that he will always be in a position to provide for his family. Even if he fails, he always has a plan, will pivot well, and make adjustments to continue on the road of success. The alpha male bears the brunt of having to financially, emotionally, and mentally provide and protect his family. So to wrap it all up, achieving alpha male status in one that will have all eyes on you in a good way. Remember that being an alpha has nothing to do with how aggressive or detached from your emotions you can be. At the end of the day, a true high-value alpha is a man who approaches life confidently, purposefully, and who possesses a good handle on himself. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos about the alpha male and much more. Check out the playlist of our top 10 videos of psychology tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.